Hi, welcome to our new project. We are here today. I want to give you guys a walkthrough of the before. We even touch anything, design anything. This space is quite unique. It was 2 units and combined into 1 now. Our client just got the keys, and so we are here to walk around, to take site measurements, to make sure that we have all of the elements that require for us to start our design process. And we are starting this project this week. So let's take a walk. Here we are standing in the open concept kitchen, dining area behind me, and then to my left is going to be the future living room where the family gathers. Right now, the space is its own unique set of aesthetic, and we are going to take it and run with it with a totally different design aesthetic, and everything is gonna come through. Our signature aesthetic, as some of you may know, is timeless classic with a twist. Stay tuned for that twist. We are working on getting all that info together with our client, and we'll showcase throughout our journey until we show you the final reveal. There are some elements in this unit that we are keeping, and one of them would be how spacious and how open it feels, and our client loves that. For example, we're standing in this open space right now. We are keeping the way that this space is, and we are going to change up everything else in terms of, like, obviously ceiling, walls, cabinetry, adding our custom cabinet in different areas that make sense, and creating a space that they can call home. Another element that we are keeping but also kind of removing is that this open space here with the double doors, we are removing these doors and creating this beautiful archway with a little of a beveled. Stay tuned for that. I cannot wait to show you. And making the space feel a little bit brighter and creating that mood as we need to by adding wall sconces, chandeliers, pendants, along with our pot lights, because we know that a space could feel very dark if we don't have the task light. And so we are combining all of that into the space for our client to utilize and have their functioning space for their family. So as you can see, in the dining area, we right now has this defined location for where the dining room should be with the different ceiling design. We are going to take that similar idea to create distinguished areas such as dining, living room, and kitchen. But then we're also gonna make it feel cohesive, not just separating them in an open space and make it feel awkward. So we have to find a way to incorporate the differences in this same space. So stay tuned for that. This kitchen layout is gonna stay. We can't make so much of a change, but we are making a huge change in how the materials we're going to be selecting for our clients. Obviously, we discussed the functionality of their family, how they use their kitchen, how much they entertain. All that questions are so relevant when helping us to design something uniquely theirs. And I'm thinking this kitchen will be brighter, yet contrasting with a darker, moodier countertops. I don't know yet, but I'm feeling it has to have some sort of contrast for it to look or create a focal point, because when you walk in from the front foyer, you will see this kitchen. So I want this kitchen to have a wow factor. In every space that we design, we tend to create wow factors in different corners of the house, because we believe that not one section of the house should feel amazing and every other space just blah. We don't believe in that. We believe in creating every single corner of this house property to be beautiful, to have its own wow factor, and let everybody know that it's a great space to be in. So stay tuned. We don't know exactly what we want to do, but we know that all the appliances will be panel ready. We know that we're going to add beautiful pendants, potentially chandelier, and make it brighter with pot lights. We have this beautiful window to the left of me. We are going to use that to our advantage for that bright and airiness of the space. So on this side of the kitchen, what we're thinking of doing is obviously to keep the fridge where it is and to also add more storage for our client and to create like a little bar section to create like also a focal point. And focal point is what we are about. So we will extend the millwork onto the dining area wall. This entire wall will be millwork related. We're going to create a focal point, a bar station for our client, a pantry because we know that they need more storage in this home. So this area is going to have its own moment when you walk into this space. It's not just the kitchen, it's going to connect into the kitchen, but it's also going to feel cohesive. In this space, our client wants to make sure that they have enough room for their family to enjoy after dinner, movie time. It is in a condo unit, so we are going to make it work with ample storage, with enough space for the kids to run around, for enough space for our clients to host their friends and family. Behind me, we are looking to do custom millwork. There are some challenges that we're going to face with this air return next to me here. We have to work around it. We can't really remove it because we're in a condo suite. So stay tuned for that. We will have to be very smart with it and making sure that either we create an asymmetrical millwork. Right now is TBD in our design concept. We're just thinking about so much and we have to hone in on what is important to them and giving them the aesthetic that they love and create a space uniquely for them. All right, you can see that somebody had opened this wall up a little bit to see what's behind this wall that leads into an ensuite. So my client, the moment he got the keys, he was so eager to find out what was behind this wall because he wanted to have a door that leads into that ensuite. This was an office for the previous owner, and we are turning this into a guest bedroom for our clients, family or friends to visit. And so he wanted to ensure that he could open up this wall that will lead into the ensuite behind this wall that is inside the other bedroom. This is the view on the other side of that wall that we were in earlier. Next to me is the door that leads into the kids' bedroom. And behind me, there will be a door that will connect the three spaces together to create this Jack and Jill ensuite. We believe that this is the best layout for the condo suite with 3 bedrooms and 2 ensuites. So each of the bedrooms feels like they have their own ensuite and it's not separated anywhere whatsoever. So I'm standing in this grand foyer and it's quite unusual for a condo suite to have this huge foyer entrance. So our thought process when we see this space, we are designed creative parts of our brain is screaming because we want to create such a beautiful, elegant space for a client to come in and give them that wow factor effect every time they enter the space. So because we love that European design and creating a space that speaks to our client, we were thinking to create a Parisian-inspired hotel space in here. So that means we are going to panel this entire condo suite. We're going to add custom mirrors onto the walls inside of the wall paneling. We are putting in a beautiful oversized chandelier. We're creating plenty of closet space for our clients and their guests to hold their jackets and shoes. We are creating focal points such as like a custom console for our clients to place their keys and all the necessity to leave and come back to their suite. And just creating a grand entrance, essentially. Because this space has so much potential, it should not just be left at this stage right now. Any closets that we have in this house, in this condo suite, sorry, we will rip them out and create custom millwork throughout, because we believe that custom millwork shows such a grand and luxurious feel, and you can have so much space in a custom millwork versus just a closet door with shelves on the inside. It's like a dead space in our opinion. And also, when we walk into this space, it's like a sanctuary sort of feel. We are in the bedrooms suite. It's disconnected from the main common area. I think it's such a great idea to have all the bedrooms in one section minus the one on the other side, because it just creates this warm and cozy feeling. On my left, you'll see the laundry room that we will essentially tear the walls down and create this open millwork with the stackable washer dryer, creating a pantry, have our client a little sink so they don't have to go to the kitchen, and if they want to wash anything for the laundry purposes. This door in front of me, we are going to open up and remove the French doors and create the same archway that we are going to do in the front foyer that leads into the kitchen, dining room, and living room. Creating this grand entrance also coming to the bedrooms, I think it's going to feel so good, and continuing that timeless classic aesthetic with a twist that we will continue to show you what that's going to look like. In this area that we are in right now, this was also an office space with plenty of storage. Millwork was everywhere. For our client, we want to create this space for him as an office as well, but how we're going to do it is to not crowd the space with so much cabinetry. We will put enough millwork to have him store all of his work. Behind me, these two walls, this leads to one bedroom, this leads to the ensuite, the Jack and Jill ensuite. We're going to bring the walls forward into the hallway that we're standing in right now, creating these spaces to give them a little space on the inside. Because since this, I say hallway, is so huge, we're okay to bring this forward. So the bedroom can feel a little bit bigger and the ensuite can have a stand-up shower. We are inside the principal bedroom, and there are a few things that we are changing in here. The room feels a little bit boxy with the separation of the two walk-in closets, and the ensuite was a little bit small. Therefore, we are merging one of the walk-in closet with the ensuite and enlarging this walk-in closet that connects to another walk-in closet, and take that and make this the principal walk-in closet for our clients that function better for them than the existing space. Before we go and talk about the principal ensuite, I want to show you something. I know you will have question. Why would she take the walk-in closet from another bedroom and enlarge the principal walk-in closet? Let me show you. This room we're standing in right now is a huge bedroom that has a walk-in closet that does not need to have a walk-in closet, in my opinion and in the client's opinion. As you can see, this walk-in closet is not super deep and it's not huge at all. So we reimagining, if we were to do a custom millwork in this bedroom for the closet purposes, how much can we create to have the same amount of storage or more? So our clients agreed and they want their walk-in closet, and we understand that this room is big enough to have its own built-in custom closet inside the bedroom, and it's not required to have a walk-in closet. Now let's go back to our principal ensuite. So right now we are in the principal ensuite, and as you can see, there's so much light coming from these windows. It's small, but I think it's mighty. It's small, so we are going to tear this down and take up the walk-in closet, existing walk-in closet, and make this bigger. So our design is, like I mentioned earlier, we want a freestanding tub, we want a walk-in shower for our client, and ample size vanity with obviously a toilet. So for us to have that, we need to sacrifice a walk-in closet, and our client is totally okay with that. So in the principal bedroom and the principal ensuite, the space is so subdivided that it becomes small, and our clients want the space to feel bigger. For example, in this principal ensuite, it's okay for us to take up the walk-in closet that is not even that big, and they come and see on their own and they said, you know what, we don't need this like walk-in closet, it's so tiny for us, we might as well merge the ensuite and take up that space and create something beautiful in here, something that they will use, like a freestanding tub and a walk-in shower. So that's why we are doing what we're doing, and design this space is going to be awesome, and our client is going to be super happy with it. There are some challenges when it comes to renovating a condo suite. From plumbing fixtures to HVAC, we can't really change a lot, and sometimes it's just impossible because everything is stacked in a condo building. For example, behind me you see this vanity. The vanity will stay where it is because we can't move these plumbing at all. Whereas in this area here, we can add something to it because we have plumbing, existing plumbing that we can, say for example, place a freestanding tub and then have our shower go inside of the existing walk-in closet. For example, the toilet will stay where it is existing, and we remove the bidet, and that to remove plumbing is fine, but to move and add plumbing in a condo suite is difficult and often is impossible. For the design of our principal bedroom, we are thinking to keep it bright and airy because the clients really love that. Creating something that, you know, feels like it's their own. Looking at this Murphy bed though, I think it's a beautiful custom piece, but our clients do not want this bed, so we will be replacing this Murphy bed and customize their own into the space. So much to do in this bedroom because we think about task lighting, we think about the ambient lighting, we're thinking about so much what we can do with this. It's not a huge space. It will be a little bit less challenging since with a larger principal bedroom or any bedroom, when we start adding too many things inside of the room, it feels claustrophobic. So in this size bedroom, I think it's a perfect size for our client to have their space and to have like maybe a couple of seating area and potentially be like a fireplace. We don't know yet, but that's our thought process for this bedroom. So stay tuned. So regardless if we get a floor plan from our clients or the condo suite unit, like management, we still make it a priority for us to come in to the unit to make sure we take all of the measurements to make sure that we have the accurate space to work with when we're designing. So like for example, in this powder room, in the floor plan, it feels larger than what I'm standing in right now. And we have to remeasure this powder room to make sure we get the accurate dimension so we can go ahead and work on it. Also because we are making this powder room a little smaller by pushing in these two walls to create that a bigger like front foyer. When the door opens up, our client has more space on this wall, and because we want to panel the space, it will give us a better sense of how we would do it, because right now we have the alarm system on the one side and the door opens up and it feels a little bit too tight. So by pushing in these two walls into the powder room, maybe by 12 inches or 16 inches, will give that like larger scale feel. And this powder room is so huge. Right now, in my opinion, we are okay to take in a bit of space. Still keeping the vanity larger and have the toilet where it is. Again, like I mentioned earlier, plumbing fixtures are really hard to change or to move in a condo suite. In the children's bedroom, you may wonder where we would put their custom closet. So behind me, you will see this wall that has an electrical panel and this door that enters into the bedroom. Now, why we're able to put this millwork on this wall, because we will be shifting this entrance door to the bedroom over to this side. So the entrance will now be here instead of here. So where we have enough depth for us to build a custom closet for the girls. So I think that is such a great idea for us to also hide the electrical panel inside of the millwork so we don't see this eyesore piece of metal, and creating a full wall that probably up to here for their closet. And they're growing and they need enough space for their everyday wardrobe. So I think this is gonna be essentially the best space to put their closet. When we saw this bedroom before, the previous owner had the bed this way, and the foot of the bed is on where I'm standing right now, and the perimeter of the room felt unused and it's not functional. So our thought process in redesigning the space by moving the interior, like the entrance door to the bedroom one way, creating a millwork custom closet, and now the question is, where does the bed go? So our thought process is we have two sets of large windows and a sliding door. So next to me here are the two large windows. So, but they are so asymmetrical that it doesn't make a lot of sense to put a headboard and create a bed here. Now, we understand that. So what we're thinking is, because these windows looking through into another building, and so to create that privacy, we are thinking to have obviously the blinds for the blackout and also create this wall into a basically an accent wall with drapery to create that backdrop for the girls' beds, and potentially have a nightstand in the middle with two twin beds for the girls, and they will feel cozy and also, you know, keep people away from looking, create that privacy. And because they have these large sliding doors on the left of me to give that light. And if they were to want to open up these windows for lights, no problem whatsoever. That's what our thought process is for this bedroom, to create more functional, ample storage for the girls, and potentially maybe put their desk for their homework on where the existing bed used to be. Just create a space for them. So we think this is a great design layout so far, but we will come back to you and let you know if this is our final thought process. Well, Wong, just come in. I'm just gonna talk, but just come in, rolling through.
Okay.
You're good. You don't have to say anything.
Okay.
I know you're shy.
Little bit.
Okay, he's shy. Okay, we're back at our newest project. Last time we were here, we shot the before all this happened. As soon as the client got the keys, we came in and we shot it, and that was just less than a month ago. And we're back here just doing a site visit. The demo is complete. Look at the space, it's super clean. I love me a clean site visit. I feel like I can think better. Working in a clean site visit allows everyone to feel like they're at peace while working, and also keeping the space clean by everybody. The clients mentioned that they wanted to keep some of the appliances because they were nice, and we could use that, we could incorporate that into the design. So mixing metals is still important to us in our design for this space and in a lot of our spaces. Finally, the client decided to keep the fridge and freezer from Sub-Zero. Everything else they sold, and the layout of the kitchen will stay the same due to the placement of plumbing fixtures that were already here. For example, in the sink by the window, and then the water system and things like that. So we decided to keep the layout the same. However, the overall design of the kitchen will look totally different. Like I mentioned in our last video when we walked through the before, we're doing fun things on this side, and we're still doing that. And all these lighting fixtures gotta go soon, and all the draperies as well. And if we go to another room, I want to show you this room here. We can easily now walk through to the other room. So this is a guest bedroom that we tore down this closet wall. It will come off, and we'll do a custom built-in for the closet. And walking into now the share ensuite, there's going to be a door here, and it will swing this way. It will swing this way into this other entrance from this other bedroom. We are pushing out this wall here where the shower is going to be a little bit further into the hallway to allow for a bigger stand-up shower. And since we're in this room, let's go here. Again, we have opened up some walls here that's gonna get pushed back a little as well to compensate for the hallway area. So we're gonna push this back into the hallway a little bit on both sides. And then this closet will be closed on this side to create more closet space for the walk-in closet. This whole thing is gonna come down. This is staying, we can remove this. This is HVAC. So this is gonna be a whole walk-in closet for the principal bedroom. Alrighty, so in this space, this big space used to be like a living room from the previous owner. We're turning this into an office for our client. So behind me, you will see that we're gonna put a built-in millwork for all his work stuff, and then we're gonna do a work desk here, and we are deciding to panel the whole entire wall. So wall paneling this space will be beautiful. We will, and everywhere else too. So this wall used to have huge oversized fireplace. I believe it was an electric fireplace. It was huge, and we removed it all. We wanted something cleaner, something that will flow better within the entire space. So this is going to be drywall, and we're going to panel it all. We probably will do sconces with inside of these wall panelings, TBD. We're still working on the electrical and lighting plans with our client to make sure that they're A-okay with it. Okay, now we're walking into the principal suite, I would say, because we got the bedroom, we got the ensuite, and we got the walk-in closet. This is the entrance to our new walk-in closet, and this is an old walk-in closet because there were two small walk-in closets originally. We're turning this into part of the ensuite. That's exciting. As you can see, we are removing this wall, we're keeping this side. This is all coming down to create one big ensuite for our client. Let's go to the principal ensuite. Wow. To the concrete wall. Okay, so this feels bigger as I'm being in here right now. The showers will remain here, the tub will go there. This is gonna be an awesome, awesome ensuite. Before it was really tight. There was two sink vanity here, a double vanity. We had the toilet and bidet shower, and then that was a closet. So we're gonna push that out and make one big ensuite. I'm excited for this because there's gonna be so much more space for our clients, for their storage, for just the use of space will be more functional than before. Unfortunately, we can't increase the size of the vanity. It will stay the same, but we can play with how we're going to design the vanity with the millwork, giving them ample storage, and yeah, so stay tuned. Oh, and this is coming off. We will try our best to do a curbless shower. We'll try our very, very, very best to do it. We have to see what else is underneath all of this in order for us to make that decision. It would be very nice to do a curbless shower. It just allows the space to feel seamless and not, the different height makes it choppy. We removed this massive built-in bed that used to be here. It was not the client style, and they really want to use their custom bed that they had from their previous home. So this is gonna look perfect with their own custom bed. And this bulkhead, we're going to determine what is going on. However, I believe that we will not be able to remove the bulkhead due to HVAC. So if you see here, there is a ventilation system, and all this duct is gonna be obviously inside of the box. And this part, we have to keep it the way that it is. We will try to see if we could add something to it to not make it so in your face. TBD on that as well. But this entire condo suite, we really wanted our client to really call it a home. We want to make sure that their love and aesthetic come through. They love our aesthetic, our timeless classic with the twist. So we will figure all out what our design summary will be for our client, and we will sit with them and we'll go through everything before anything else can move forward, because they move very fast. As I said, once they got the keys, we came in right away, and the client had already punched into a wall, wanting to see what's behind the wall, if he could open up that wall for a door. So they are super excited. As much as we are, they are ecstatic. They want to move in. They want to live in their own space. I won't be surprised in the next couple of weeks, this entire space will get drywalled. Who knows? But let me show you what the client has already brought up or have his team brought up. Drywall. We have got the framing material brought up just now because we're on a deadline, we're on a timeline. We work with a lot of clients that are often needing to be in their space, either our investor clients who would want to build fast so they can have the property on the market, and those clients that need to be in their space, like this one. So we will make it all happen, just the process. We just gotta link up and aligned with our clients to ensure that we're on the same page through the entire process. This week, we're meeting with our client to go through the inspiration, the design concept, and everything before we hone in on all of the drawings, millwork included, selections of different materials. So anything that has to do with construction materials, we need to get them done and selected to our client so he can speak with his trades and get that all sorted out. We're basically 3.5 weeks in. Once we got the keys. 3.5 weeks in, and this space is becoming, it's like halfway point in our design process, is halfway point. And we need to get that done for them, but we'll come back, check in with you next week, and honestly, I think that he's going to have everything drywalled, and we will just have to hustle and bustle and get it all done for him. That's it. Hi, Bang.
Hi.